Welcome to Tattenhoe Valley Park. It's a beautiful space, but recently the residents have found out that Milton Keynes City Council want to build a household waste recycling centre here. It's going to be literally just across from the park, so it's just, in my opinion, it's just not conducive for this kind of area. We've got housing at the moment. It's being built literally 170 metres away from that potential perimeter fence of the waste dump, which is very close. There's a protected meadow which is about 30 metres from there, called Tattenhoe Mead, which again has got some very rare plants and flowers in there. Being a waste, there's going to be toxic chemicals there by the very nature of what these things are designed to do, and it's on a floodplain. So the issue with that is, of course, if there are any spillages over there, they're so close to this brook, at some points only about 8 metres away, any spillage will come directly into the brook. The issue with that is it wouldn't just affect anything here in this particular area. The brook goes right the way down 3 or 4 miles to Thurston Lake, and it goes past Howe Park Wood, which is a site of scientific interest. Not to mention the amount of wildlife you've got here. It's an amazing mixture of flora and fauna. We've also got the possibility that if there are 80 slots an hour, which is what they're talking about, of people coming here, even if it's only 80% utilised, that's going to be 64 cars, that's over 1 a minute coming into this area. Not to mention the lorries coming in to take the waste away. We already have a bit of traffic problems here because of the schools and things at certain times of the day, so it's just going to exacerbate that situation.
I live in the Tattenhoe area. All of our children go to either Gilesbrook or now to the secondary. We've used these pathways for years, for walks, for taking the dog, for bike rides, for running. We know people that go to the other schools as well, and my big concern is the impact this is going to have on our community around here and the beautiful environment that we're fortunate enough to have here. So I'm really against having this dump built at such close proximity to schools, the residents and everybody that lives here, and including the wildlife. We're very fortunate to have some very rare species in Howe Park and everywhere else. My worry is that many of those will leave the area too. So we're really against having this in Tattenhoe.
I moved here because I like butterflies and wild species. Please protect them.
I'm here to oppose the development of a supercentre waste site on the residents' doorstep. And I'm also here to challenge MK Council, more importantly, in relation to its lack of options appraisal, which are, well, shallow doesn't even cut it. Yeah, I'd like to have a look at your due diligence to understand what the risks, the issues are. What have you actually considered here? Because it seems to me you haven't thought about much at all. So unfortunately, Peter, the blockers are here, and yes, we will be challenging you as we have full rights to do so. Thank you.
We bought the house about a year ago, and we didn't really have any idea about this kind of a waste recycling tip coming on, and it's really disappointing that now that we know about it, we're trying to sort of raise our voices, and what we are hearing is that there was a consultation that happened way back, that before anybody had really moved in. Most of the people had not moved in at that time, and now when we're trying to oppose, we're being told that this is just some small group which is trying to object. We're not against recycling, obviously not. We know waste needs to be handled, but is this the right place next to a wild preservation area, so many residential resorts, the children's schools nearby? It just seems like a very inappropriate place for having a waste tip. I mean, really, have all other viable options been ruled out before this has been finalised?
The council have mentioned that homes are going to be at least 300 metres away, but when in fact there are homes on the land behind us being built less than 200 metres away, which is very concerning.
I want the trees to be like nice, and I want the air to be pleasant, and I want no factories to be switched on. So I really want the earth to be the same colour as it is.
You have a plan for the city for 2050. Are you telling me there is not one single alternative solution to the problem that you have with this tip? Putting it near residents and schools is not acceptable. There has to be another solution.
Please hear our voice, and we consider the planning to conserve our beautiful park.
We are saying no to the waste site here. So, what is your view on this waste management proposal? The park cannot speak for itself, so we have to do it on its behalf. Would you be happy for a housing waste recycling centre to be placed here? If not, please follow developments online and let people know what you think by commenting in local social media, such as the WhatsApp group Say No to the New Waste Tip in Tattenhoe, and Facebook groups like Tattenhoe Friends. And remember to add your name to the Say No campaign on change.org. It's important you make your voice heard. Thank you.